Early mornings. They've always been kind of a necessary evil and something I have never looked forward to and always tried to avoid at all costs, up until about 2 months ago. Around 2 months ago, I just felt like our mornings were so chaotic. I woke up at the same time as my daughter, usually to her crying. I was unable to focus on my Bible time. I couldn't really accomplish anything before she was awake that helped me get my feet underneath me before the day began. And so I really felt it was time I be more disciplined and start getting up earlier. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you some different tips and some things and mindsets that I've set in place that have totally transformed my mornings and made them be a time of the day I look forward to more than any other, honestly. And I've never been able to say that before. I find that in order to have a successful morning, it actually kind of starts out the night before. If I can go to bed with the kitchen cleaned up, the floor swept, and the house a little bit picked up and decluttered, coming downstairs in the morning is just not nearly as overwhelming as coming down and seeing a day's work in front of me at the very beginning of a new day. It's just not as inspiring or motivating. And so I try to actually start my morning routine the night before as I'm wrapping things up in the kitchen and around the house. So besides the immense benefit of coming downstairs to a picked up home, the next thing that I want to share is a piece of advice I actually got from a video I watched years ago that was so good, and I find it so applicable and so beneficial to me now. This lady was sharing that in order to wake up early consistently every day, you have to have something that makes you excited, something that you would rather do than stay in bed. And honestly, for the longest time when I would think about this advice, I would think, oh boy, that sounds good, but really there's nothing I would rather do than stay in bed. And I am very grateful that since then I have realized a lot more things that I'm passionate about, excited about, goals that I have, things I want to achieve. And so finally, for the first time in my entire life, I not only feel motivated to get up in the morning because I have exact things I know I want to do that I'm excited about, but I also have things I'm so excited about. I even stay up at night, just so excited about what I'm learning or what I'm building. And so one of the things that I really look forward to every morning is getting up and reading a book. And this has been a goal of mine forever to start reading again. And I just haven't had the time, haven't made it a priority. And so one of the things that I started doing with this morning routine was waking up and reading a chapter out of some faith-based book or biography. And it has been so encouraging, so inspiring, and honestly, I've read more in the last 2 months than I probably have in the last 2 years, and it's been wonderful. I love it, and I look forward to it every day when I get up and do it along with my devotions. It's just a fabulous add-on to my morning routine and totally motivates me to get out of bed and read every day. There is a second thing, though, that also motivates me to get out of bed every day, and that is whatever I'm working on that's business related. Sometimes it's just replying to comments, other times it's editing a YouTube video or writing or working on some type of projects, and this is just a huge motivation for me that I look forward to every single day and I could work on almost continually. And it also keeps me up at night, just full of ideas, so excited. And so this is the time I can work on those type of things, and the house is totally quiet. There are no distractions. I don't feel like I'm having to neglect my family in order to work on business type things, and that is so wonderful. I remember about a year ago I watched a video by this girl that I super admire. She has a YouTube channel, a podcast, 3 kids under the age of 3, and yet she still manages to run a couple of small businesses and make a side income and do what she loves to do, what she's passionate about. And she said that if you just devote an hour a day, 5 days of the week, to some type of business that you're building within a year, you can experience some success. And that's amazing to me and something I'm so excited about. The fact that even as a stay-at-home mom, we can, by getting up earlier or finding little schedules and routines throughout the day, still develop and do the things that we love and enjoy doing that aren't just wrapped around mothering. And so this is a really special time of the day where I do that as well. The next thing that I find so motivating in the morning is to have productivity. And so for myself, I'll link down below my morning routine video that goes into a lot more detail. But my goal in the morning as my daughter wakes up is to have the dishes done, the dishwasher unloaded, a load of laundry in the washer, another in the dryer, and then have the house fairly picked up. And if I can accomplish those 3 things along with my devotions and something business related, I feel so good about the day. The last thing in my morning routine that I can tell such a difference in when I apply is dressing for the exact plan I have for the day. And so I try as soon as I wake up to kind of have a general idea of how my day is going to go. Is this going to be a gardening day, or is this going to be a day I go into town? And so for an example, in today's video, I'm headed out to the garden basically all day. And so I'm just dressing in ratty clothes because that is what I'm going to be doing. And I just find something about knowing that you don't have to go get dressed again halfway through the day, realizing you have to go into town. As a homemaker, I know our job entails so many different hats. And so kind of just having a general idea of how to dress appropriately really, really helps my day be more productive. To all of you ladies who have subscribed to my channel in the past couple of months, I am so incredibly encouraged and so incredibly blessed. My YouTube channel has grown more in the last 3 months than it did in the first entire year and like 3 months. So it's just been so encouraging. I'm so grateful. Every one of your comments, every one of you all as new subscribers and friends is just so inspiring. So thank you so very much. I will see you hopefully next Saturday, and have a blessed week and enjoy those quiet early mornings. Bye. Carrie, you're right in the way.